Savage here. So we went ahead and did the Galaxy Grenadier from Nick Hankins doing the Bob Ross season 32. Shout out to my buddy MK Inspired. I saw him do this painting. It made me want to try it out. But yeah, here we go. I'll show you how I done it. All right, so future me already told y'all what we got going on, so should be able to knock this painting out hopefully, right? So we're gonna take a little bit of titanium white, go right into our colors here. Okay, like I say, here we just got some Indian yellow. We got Blizzard crimson. Got a little phthalo green. Got all kinds of little colors here. Some midnight black in the corners. I'm just using this little bit of white. Just gonna crisscross stroke out. Makes that painting come alive, right? Okay. And then when I want to blend, I'm gonna get me a clean brush, clean 1-inch. We'll put this one right here. That way I can soften this up without going into my dark colors. And once I go into my dark colors, I can't go back into my light because then it'll pollute the colors, make them all messed up. Okay. So let's get our kind of marks out of that. See how like some of that blue and everything kind of gets in there? So we're just gonna carefully graze that out. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then of course this painting will have water. So we're gonna go ahead and knock some paint off of this one. Okay, just knocking off the excess paint. We'll put some more white on the brush. Just gonna go straight down in this area right here. Then I grab all the other colors. That way it gives a nice little reflection in the water. Let's go across that. Kind of brush that side to side like that. Okay. Take a dry 1.5 that I got. Like I said, if you've seen the painting before, you know that it's going to have a lot of bushes and everything right here, so you don't have to worry too much. Okay, so now that we got that all good, let me just kind of blend this out just a little bit more. Like I say, it's really pretty how that effect that you get automatically like that. And it's all I got is liquid clear on the canvas. This is a black canvas that I got. Didn't prime it or anything like that. I just put some liquid clear on it, threw the colors on top, and then we went to work. Okay. All about dirty brushes, I'm thinking I'm trying to keep up here. That way when I add highlights and everything else later on, it'll be all good to go. Okay, so next up in the painting, we ended up taking a fan brush with a little bit of white. You're gonna kind of draw these little crab nebulous type things. So we just kind of here and there that. Like I said, I still want to be careful when I go into my dark area. I want to make sure so that paint gets on there. I don't want to go back into my light area. So I can knock off the excess just a little bit. Go back into my white paint. Do it again. Just kind of make some little shapy things. Kind of let that twist off into the air. Okay. Clean that brush off. We're going to be using our fan brush quite a bit. A lot of trees and evergreens, that kind of thing. Okay. Like I said, this painting goes by pretty quick. Okay. Let's see, let's go back into. I like to check my hand, make sure that I ain't got no paint on it whenever I do this. That way I can start to blend the sky a little bit. It's barely grazing across that whole thing like that. Beautiful. Awesome. Like I said, this painting, obviously I saw Nick Hankins do it, but my buddy MK Inspired Arts, go follow him on all socials, TikTok, Facebook, Not sure if he has YouTube, but he probably does. But I seen him paint this on an event that they did for Painting with Harold. He's in the hospital right now. He's going back and forth. And so they did an event for him where all these different painters had did all kinds of stuff, and he did this one. So this one kind of got me swayzy to want to try to do this painting because it's such a cool, really cool painting. Everybody's kind of been doing it lately. It's kind of been like the hotness. So especially now that they got the season 32 Bob Ross coming out. Okay, so now I want to add stars on my sky, so I'm gonna go back into that white, but I added a little bit of liquid white to it. Now my liquid white is a little thicker than it should be. It's a little bit older. Got a new jug at the house, but as far as, let's see, yeah, there we go. Okay, get it on my knife. I'm just gonna kind of scrape across the sky. And of course, the bigger the stars, get closer to your canvas. You hear that little sound. Sounds really cool. Drop a little beat. You can go into thinner and do the same exact thing. The only problem with thinner, because of course you have been using liquid clear on the canvas. Liquid clear and what you call it don't get along too well. Liquid clear and paint thinner don't get along. Clean my knife off real quick. They don't get along. They do like they make a abrasive reaction whenever you do this style of painting. When you do this, so just want to make sure that you ain't got too much liquid. Whee, big star. That's all right. Okay, good enough for our stars. Now, clean that off one more time. That should be good. Alright, so we're gonna make a big batch of color. Excuse my board, it's gonna be funky. my board has seen better days. So I'm just taking all my dark colors. Some phthalo blue, Band-Aid brown. Come on out, you. Crimson. A little bit of green, why not? Just gonna mix that all up. Maybe even my black, why not? Okay. Make that dark pilot color. A little more blue. And phthalo green, why not? I like the phthalo green. Anyway, so I'm just gonna mix me up some color. And then I'm gonna go back with the fan brush. I'm gonna do those Bob Ross S tap and crash trees, like Nick Hankins says it. Okay. Back to my fan brush. I got a lot on my knife still, so I like to get as much as I can. Get all that paint. Get all that paint, right? Alright, so now that I got that, put this knife right here. Go through my color, make sure I load that brush really well. Okay. I want to make sure that my fan brush is at a tip. Alright. Angle it down and just kind of tap them out. What's cool is it's going to kind of get lighter just because it's going to mix with that light color. Now I go back and fix the tips. Just kind of a few of these. Let's see, yeah, let's go all the way across. Just right there. Okay. And then we'll take that paint brush that has a little bit of stuff on it already. We're just gonna pull straight down. Put a little reflection in there. Just like so. Straight across, instant reflection. Excuse me. Okay. Now, go with the 1 inch. take that same little mixed color that I just used, and I'm gonna go into my cad yellow. It makes this really like neat green like that. Okay, so we're gonna go here and just tap down, go all the way across, just like that. Kind of work it like a typewriter. It's a pretty green. I like that green color. Okay. A little more up here too. Why not? Okay. And then with my knife, clean the knife off again. Go into some white and brown and a little bit of sienna, just to make a little bit of a little water line. Excuse me. Something like that. Now go back into our fan brush. We're gonna start adding some big trees now. Okay. Make sure there's a lot of paint on the brush when I do this. We're in that Z motion. Pressure as I go down. Give me a second one right here. Actually, it's working side to side. Okay. When I lean in right there. Too crazy. Make some tree bark come in. Just a little bit, not a lot of it. Kind of clean their tips. Kind of like that. Do another one right here. Why not? And of course, make sure you always do an odd number. We'll do it right here. Give a little branch too, why not? Okay. Then we'll go into that same little highlight color. And now we can start distinguishing our trees a little bit. Dip a little bit of liquid white just to kind of make it thinner so it sticks a little bit easier on there. Add a little bit of phthalo blue now because these are a little bit further away, so just change that up just a little bit. Change the color, as Nick Hankins would say. because it should be darker as you're getting away from that. Nice. Making sure that showed up pretty good. Okay. So now, excuse me. Yay. Got a mess on my palette. I'll make sure I move some stuff around a little bit. Clean off my knife again. Kind of got the video playing in the back as well. That way, if I get lost, I can kind of look off to the side and, you know, have no issue. But anyway, that same tree green color. Kind of lay some land. And of course, this won't be an exact one-to-one copy of his painting because a little bit different size canvas, and then, of course, I'm not. It's hard to do the exact same painting, even if it's a painting you created. You know what I mean? So now he's taking some brown, laying into the ground a little bit like that. Just kind of sloshing it. Then I'm going to my white. Just gotta add a little highlight. Just grazing it. There we go. Then we can go back in our color and kind of tap that ground in. And then, of course, a little bit of reflection. A lot of hair right now. Back into my liquid white. Trying to put some. What we're doing there. Still got, I think he's going into some more dark color. Yeah, we're gonna add trees on the other side now. What I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 6 all the way to the bottom. I'll just be a big boy. Ran out of paint in the middle of it. I mean, I'm using the whole entire brush at this point. I'm tapping like a lot of pressure. Get my homie right here. I said, just tip the paint brush up like that. Touch the corner. And work to the side like that. Like I say, it's a little Z shape, right? So you go out, come back in, go up, go back in. Boom, boom, boom. Side to side, side to side. A little bit of thinner so it stays on top of that little part. Starts getting a lot of paint right there, so I kind of, there we go. Add a touch of paint thinner to make it stick a little more. Otherwise, start mud mixing and then that's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll work. Okay. Go into some more of that same color. Add a little white to it because I want it to be a little more brighter on this side. Okay. All my cat yellow's basically gone at this point. Same idea though. I didn't have a tree branch. Didn't have my branches. Oops. My apologies. Trying to keep up with the painting. More of a challenge. In a way, you know. I love to challenge myself with stuff like this, you know. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what else we do next. Now we're going into the 1-inch brush. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Oh, now we're adding some bushy things. But of course I don't have as much space. Let me, let's do this first. Let's do this. Remember how we had that dark color on this one? We won't go through one way. I say make that round. We'll hold it upside down like that. Let's just kind of push it in a little bit. Just like that a little bit. Let's see, let's go. A couple higher bushes right here. Okay. Alright, I got that. Now we can add these little Bob Rossy things. Ooh. No lie, that might be my best bushes I've ever done. And then of course, always add a little firecracker in there every now and again. I want it to be right here though. That way it kind of makes your eye draw in. And then why not? A yellow one too. More orange than anything, but that's alright. I just want to change it up. And then he did the little dirt path. Maybe I can add, yeah, let's add a little thing right there. Why not? He did the dirt path, and then we're just gonna put some dark color in there. Just like that. A little bit of white. Just like that. Clean up some of these. Okay. Nice. Pretty. I like this. I like it a lot. Yeah, let's get crazy. Yeah, we'll just throw it in there, why not? Throw in some dirt and then go back with that dark color brush. Just kind of a little bit more liquid white. Put some phthalo green in there, why not? Scrape on some things. I think we did it. There you got it. Able to follow Nick Hankins along and do one of his paintings real quickly. There you have it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, repost, all the good things. And until next time, Savage out. And before I forget, let's go ahead and peel this off. This is the best part. If I can find the ends. Like I said, this isn't necessary, but for me, I like to keep the edges cleaned up. Anytime I do markets or anything like that, the biggest complaint I get is that the pictures look dirty. In other words, like there's just stuff on the sides and stuff. And even painting the edges, sometimes they're not really too fond of that. So if you do like this, this kind of gives it a frame per se. And I know you could do this with, you know, contact paper, anything. I use masking tape, painter's tape, whatever you got, honestly. It all works. As long as you're efficient, you're not breaking the bank, I find it all works out. But yeah, so now we can say we have a completed painting. Till next time, Savage out.